Well, if you've ever, last night, big thunderstorm came by my house, got a little afraid. Whenever it looks like we might have a tornado, there's one guy you can always turn to, and that's my old buddy Dennis Feltgen up in the KSTP Weather Services. And right now, we're going to show you the largest broadcast weather service anywhere in the world, and meet Dennis and see what goes on.
Here's something you can't argue with. Everybody loves a bright, clear, sunny day, right? Well, not necessarily true, because on Behind the Scenes today, we are going to introduce you to some people who like it is today. Cloudy? Ooh, with a threat of rain.
We're at the KSTP Weather Services office, and the meteorologists here aren't grouches who want to rain on your parade. Instead, they like stormy weather because it makes their work exciting and challenging, even important. Right now, we're in the main area dubbed the War Room by the people who work here. It's staffed every minute of every day. In here, the meteorologists gather information, watch their radar, put together forecasts. On this particular day, we find staffer Ron Trenda along with two familiar faces, Dave Dahl, who handles the 5 p.m. weather, and the boss of the operation, Dennis Feltgen, Eyewitness News meteorologist at 6 and 10. Besides the rainy weather here on this day, they're busy tracking the path of Tropical Storm Barry, just off the Florida coast. When Feltgen arrives, he looks at the charts and can't believe what he sees. He calls government forecasters to get more data. Electronically, it arrives in seconds. For more information, there's radar from Florida.
Well, the storm's off Melbourne and it's going to intensify, so I think that'll be the way to go for us. It'll still catch all that stuff down to Andros Island.
Looking at all available information, Feltgen and Dahl conclude the storm lacks punch.
With all the convection down here, the circulation center's got to move.
It's all messed up.
Meanwhile, right here in Minnesota, we have our own storm brewing. A system coming in from the Dakotas promises rain for the Twin Cities.
Now, this whole thing began at about 2 o'clock with some thunderstorms building over Redwood Falls, a couple of 100 miles away from the Twin Cities. But already, people in the weather room, make that the War Room, are tracking it.
How are they going to get 2 inches of rain out of this? Well, isolated, maybe.
Look at, tell Ron, tell him what's down here.
With all this action, local storms, and a tropical disturbance off Florida, Dennis Feltgen admits it's a meteorologist's kind of day.
I mean, I'm not going to kid you. It's in meteorology, meteorologists just long for thunderstorms and long for active weather. When you got an area of high pressure sitting over you and it's hot, hazy, humid, and nothing's going on, we kind of nudge each other to keep us awake in here. An exciting day would be one where there's the potential for some rough weather, and we're watching it and trying to figure out exactly where that severe weather is going to form and making sure that the public is alerted to that before it ever moves into the area.
Dennis's colleague Dave Dahl admits that bad weather is good news to a weatherman.
Oh yeah, we got to get our fingers dirty, and that's part of the fun here. Plus, it's interesting. Every time we'll see a new case, of course, we're learning, and that's a lot of fun.
As storms approach, these guys have perhaps the best equipped war room in any television station in America. Conventional radar, Doppler radar, every button, light, and gizmo you can think of, which prompts a natural question.
You guys ever look out the window?
Why do you think we have it there? We're one of the only places in the building that's got a good window. That's probably our best piece of equipment. No, I shouldn't say that, but actually it's a good piece of equipment to have a window. Of course we look out.
Sure enough, there's the window. And it does show that rain is approaching. How's Dennis Feltgen see it?
It's about mid-afternoon right now, so these are going with the heating of the day. And the way the flow pattern is right now, these are moving from the west to the east, so they'll probably be skirting the Twin Cities just in time for rush hour, so that'll slow traffic down just a little bit around the Twin Cities.
Radar seems to confirm Dennis's prediction, but even he admits mistakes can occur.
Well, meteorology is not an exact science. I don't care who's forecasting anywhere in this country or in the world, they're always going to have what we call a busted forecast. Something is going to go wrong. Either the data was wrong, or the meteorologist interpreted it wrong, or something just fell apart on him.
The track record here is one of the best around. Accuracy approaching 90% short term. But yes, folks, they do goof. And when they do, they hear about it. From who?
We'll hear from the public, or if it's really gone bonkers, we'll wind up on the 3rd floor and we'll have a big meeting about it.
That's where the bosses are.
That's right.
But on this day, there will be no scolding from the bosses because right on schedule, the rain arrives. Indeed, just as Dennis said, rush hour traffic is being slowed by the showers. Meanwhile, back inside, Dave Dahl gets ready to take the air with the weather portion of the 5 p.m. news. As the lights flash on, here's how it looks at home.
We did have rain start here right at the station just shortly after 4 o'clock. A little bit of lightning, a little bit of thunder with that activity as that moved through. But most of that is lightened now as it moves on to the east. But currently out at the airport, the temperature is still quite warm for this time of the afternoon. It's 76.
As you look at the statistics, Dave slides around his desk to the front of a wall. Why? Well, this is how you see it. Through an electronic process called chroma key, all sorts of information seems to be behind Dave as long as he stands in front of a blue wall. He talks about the showers, reassures the Twin Cities there's nothing severe, and leaves the tropical storm for the 6 o'clock show.
Quite a bit of rain, and they still need a little bit, especially in the southeastern corner of the state, Cindy. And Dennis, by the way, is going to take a look at Tropical Storm Barry, which is now, looks like it's heading for the eastern coast of Florida.
Okay, thank you very much,
Sure.
Dave.
As soon as Dave's off, everyone starts getting ready for the crucial 6 o'clock news. Dennis begins typing a list of what he wants to cover. Then, as more information comes in, he goes down to the studios to prepare his own on-air map. Carefully, Dennis draws in the highs and the lows and the other features. He has to be something of an artist. Soon, it's airtime.
Well, good evening, everyone. Those pesky encephalitis-carrying mosquitoes are the subject of a court fight today.
As we told you yesterday,
As the news unfolds, last-minute changes are made. Then it's time for Dennis.
a little something for everybody today. There was a little sun, there was a little cloud,
A little bit of this,
little
a
rain.
little bit of that.
Here, too, Dennis makes moves you never see at home, using all the latest technology and that ever-present blue wall to tell the Twin Cities the showers will pass and that Florida's tropical storm will soon poop out.
The outlook looks like some of those showers may linger into Saturday. Otherwise, it'll be partly cloudy with temperatures near normal.
Not too bad. Thank
I'll
you,
take
Dennis.
It's been a busy day, but while the storms may poop out, Dennis admits his fascination for them never does.
I love weather. It drives my wife crazy when I'm talking weather at home or looking out the window and trying to decide what's going on, or if I'll pick up the phone and call the weather room on my day off or in the morning when I'm home. It's tough for me to get away from that. Yeah, I enjoy it immensely. I wouldn't do anything else.